Hi guys, it's Mary. Welcome back. Today we're going to be doing Fritzy, Faves, and Flops. I'm not really particular about order, so I'm like, it's all over here, and I'm just going to be picking stuff up, and we'll talk about it like that. I want to talk to you guys about a couple of things on this list that aren't here, because I took them back. The Tarte Foundcealer, I liked it a bunch. I felt like it looked like a second skin on me, and I was having a really good time with that foundation, and then the pump broke on it. So I took it back, and while I was in the store, something else caught my eye, and I went, you have enough foundations, just... and I ended up getting something else. I'm not sure what it was. The next thing is the Pacifica foundation, and I should have made notes on everything that bugged me about it, but primarily I think it was just like I don't like the way it felt on my skin, and I hated it. I couldn't get it back over there fast enough. So yeah, while we're on foundations that I don't have in my presence, I want to say that I do like the new Fenty foundation. I like that one. I told you about this already and I get ready with me, but I think my new favorite foundation is the Lancome Teint Idole. I love it. Wearing it today. I don't normally go for matte foundations, but I love this one because it's not dry matte looking. And I gotta tell you something. Not only do I love this foundation the most, but since I got this means more to me now than it ever did before. I have had this powder for a while. It's the Absolu powder, and it's in golden, but it has this pink cast to it. And a lot of women don't like this because they think they look in there, they see sparkle, and they think, oh my gosh, I can't do that. But this is kind of, you see it's on here. It's not sparkly, right? That's not what this does. And I think that a lot of women get scared off of this powder because they think that's what it is. Think hourglass and that lit from within. That's what this is. The reason I don't like matte is because it's kind of dry and I don't like it. It looks old ladyish and cakey on me. But this one does not. And it's a matte, but barely a matte, if that makes sense. And when I go over it with this, oh, I love it. First, I want to say that in the history of me and Lancome, which goes back lots, there's maybe been this and one other product I didn't like from Lancome. So they've got a pretty good record with me. It comes out like a lotion or moisturizer, if you will, and when you spread it out, it dries down to grip. This helps your foundation stay in place, and it's called Prep+Matte, so it will help your foundations be more matte, and the products look great over it. My problem with it is the alcohol. My favorite primer, not just from Lancome but period, is La Base by Lancome, not this one. Am I going to throw this out? No. I'll use it just sparingly, but it's not my favorite. It's a flop. I know you guys know I love this brush. This is the Sephora number 93. I love this thing for highlight. But, you know, you can use it for blush or whatever. I love that brush. That's not why I'm telling you about it again, because you guys already know I love this brush. I'm talking to you about it because I love this brush too. Now, it's not shaped the same, but it does just as good a job, I think, at highlighting. So if you can't afford this one here, then maybe you want this one here. I loved these so much that I wanted to try more from the Gold Omni line. So that's why these are all in here. And they're all with these artist kind of brushes. But this one here, I thought, oh, that does such a good job highlighting that you might like that if you can't afford this. These three together will do a really good eye. So right in the crease to define. This one blends really well, and this is good for the transition. So I'm enjoying those, and of course I already had this one, and I use that for blush or bronzer, sometimes powder, because that's what it's actually for. This is actually their powder brush. Now these I'm going to be careful with because they're wet. And in fact, they're over there sitting in water. I know. Well, guys, you know I believe in testing things, and that way I can tell you what not. right? This whole thing with them and these brushes reminds me of when Wet n Wild brought out these. And you know how much more expensive these are than the dollar Wet n Wild brushes. That's kind of what I think Juno was trying to do here, was come up with, because they already have a black set of brushes that are plastic, and they have like squared off sides so they don't roll, and the bristles are good. And I mean, for the price, those brushes are good. They're like $1 for some, $3 for some. Here's what I don't like about the face set: the color, but that's personal preference. I mean, so what? Once it gets makeup on it, who's gonna know? I just kind of like them to look white when they're clean. I think they need to be fluffier, in my opinion. They need to be a little fluffier than they are. For instance, this one here is the powder brush. Look at Wet n Wild's powder brush. I would like this powder brush more if it was like this, big and fluffy like this. And yeah, I know there's blush on the powder brush. I like whatever. This eye set, look how little these are. And I really think they made a mistake and sent me 2 angled brushes rather than a blender and a angled. And they're dirty. Some of them are dirty because I used them today. Like this one. I really like this one here, this eyeliner brush. I used that underneath my eye. The thing about these eye brushes is I've never felt a brush this light. These are so light in your hand, and I really thought I wasn't going to like the fact that they're not full. Like the brushes don't feel like, you feel like I need more bristles in this brush. But I've found uses for them. They do really good. I've done eye looks this week with these brushes, and I've been doing it on purpose so that I could wash them. And like I said, these were sitting in water over there. What I really want to know is, are these going to rust? Here's why. That's a metal. And when I first saw them, I thought, first time you wash those and let them set to dry, they're going to rust. But I've washed them 4 times now. And I'm not being nice to them because I want to see if they're going to rust, and they have not. This is the powder that I've been helping them develop, right? So there was 50 of us. 50 of the Juno babes were exclusively trying out powder, giving feedback to come up with the most perfect powder, right? And I was one of those people. And I mean, I kept asking for samples after samples because I really, really liked this powder. I'm a little shocked about the price, though. And I'm pretty certain it has to do with them stepping up their packaging game and, you know, just what was involved in making the powder, I guess. It's $28. I do love the packaging. I think it's very sleek. It's a rose gold color. It says Juno and Company on it. Frosted plastic, not glass. And it says Juno Blur Makeup Setting Powder. And this one is in Brighten, so it kind of, it does the powdering for you, but it leaves, like I said, think about like the Lancome powder I showed you earlier. Not that much, just a tiniest bit of a luminosity to this powder. I like this lid, but boy, you'd be like going, why? Why do I gotta keep screwing it on, keep screwing it on? You know, I'm making ice cream here. Just keep churning it. Well, I think it's because this is plastic right here. See, that's a plastic. And I think that by screwing it on that tight is why this doesn't get messy. It shoves this plastic way down into this mesh here, and then it keeps the powder from getting all messy. This is really, really finely milled. I have used this powder with a brush, and I love it. I have used this powder with a wet beauty sponge and packed it on, and I love it. I think it blurs your pores and imperfections. When I tested this powder, I put it up against so many of the powders I have, including this one that was discontinued that I love so much from YSL. And I just really like what this powder does. Next comes something that I like and don't like. I'm really confused by this. So the thing I don't like is the Kroger eye makeup remover. This stings and burns my eyes, and I don't like it. The one I really like is the Neutrogena Oil-Free Eye Makeup Remover. This one I like, it's good. And here's the mystery, okay? As far as I can tell, it's the same thing. It's made by the same company. It actually says Neutrogena on the back of the Kroger bottle. And it's so if it's the same thing with the same ingredients and everything, and look, you actually get a little more with the Kroger for a lot cheaper. Why does this one burn my eyes and this one does not? I don't know. Things that make you go, It's from The Ordinary. I picked up The Ordinary Glycolic 7% toning solution with a pH of 3.6 to replace my Pixie Glow Tonic. It feels different and I don't like it as much as I like my Pixie, but the price will probably keep me using this one. I do enjoy using a glycolic toner on my face in the morning. She my new best friend because I saw it work. So this is The Ordinary Caffeine 5% caffeine solution, and this stuff does work on me. So you don't need very much, okay? In fact, I just go like this. I just put not even a drop. I just run what's on the outside of the dropper on my finger, rub it together, and pat on my bags. It will help. And if you don't have a lot of baggage down there, a lot of swelling, then this will take it away because I've watched it work on my eye. I put it on one eye and watched. It did. It worked. And so, yes, I love this. And I will rebuy this. And I will get some for my mom. Shh, don't tell her. Let's talk about my mouth because it's worth it. You guys have already seen me talk about this, but it's on my list, and I'll just link the red lipstick video if I remember so you can see all of my favorite red lipsticks. But this one is special and it's newer. And so, yes, this is Lisa Eldridge's Velvet Morning. I couldn't wait to wear this in a video. So here we are. This is Velvet Morning. I love it. It's an orange red, and in the video where I showed my red lipsticks, I actually took a close-up video of this so you could see why it's called Velvet. Look at this side. See the bullet part? See how the end of it is like this, but right? It's very special. I want her to bring them back. I wanted them all. I love everything about this. It's so classic and classy, just like Lisa. These two products were part of the first package that Octoly sent that didn't arrive, and then I got it like weeks and weeks later, and I wasn't required to review them because they could have been damaged by the heat. Now, it came with a powder too that, it's okay. But this I really like. So this is their anti-fatigue under eye primer. I love this. And you can feel, when you put this on, you can feel it cooling, a cooling sensation under your eye. And it does make your eyes look better, look more awake. And then this, I've really fallen head over heels in love with the under eye Brighten Corrector. I like using this in here. I don't have it on right now, but in here it gets really dark. I like putting it in there and just a tiny bit right there. Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh, what is that? Well, this is Fresh's Essence. It's the black tea kombucha. Is that how you say it? Probably not.
Kombucha.
Facial treatment essence. It's an anti-pollution age delay essence. All right, I've been using this, and it just takes a tiny bit. Believe it or not, I've been using this for a little while, probably at least a month, but it doesn't take very much. So I've been using this in the morning, and I've been using this at night, and just a little thing will do you. All right, so you take this and you just go like that, just that. Then you just put that on your face, because it's an essence, and then go in with your other serums and stuff, and I really like it. This was sent to me via the Octoly network from Fresh, and thank you. I really like this stuff. I do have a little question if Fresh is watching. This is a screw-on cap, right? Now, nothing evaporates out, but I tighten this down just tight as I possibly can. And by morning, it's like this. It's like loose. It's somehow loosened up. I don't know why. Is there like something in this that, I don't know. Let's talk about a mess I don't like. I mean, really. That's this. Okay. All right. I kind of like the formula a little bit. So I might want to try this in not tinted, but I don't like the tinted. Look at this. Look how nasty this is. And I already wiped this off. Says it's a mineral lotion, non-greasy, antioxidant rich UV. Well, you guys know because everybody loves the Australian Gold 50. I don't like this one. Now, if it didn't oxidize on me, I might be more prone to like it. But it oxidizes and turns my face an orange color that doesn't go with silver hair very well. I can't. And it's nasty. Did I mention it's nasty? The tube is all nasty. You've probably seen it before. So this is how much you would need to use. And that kind of, it starts out pretty good. It starts out looking like my skin. And you're like, I got this. Go out in the sun for a little while and I'm an Oompa Loompa. I don't know what's in this that does it, but no. As I said, possibly the one that doesn't have tint, I would be in love with. But not the one with tint. It's the Jackie Aina palette by ABH. I'll talk to you about the mattes here. The mattes, I am in love with the pigmentation of these. You know, ABH makes some of my favorite eyeshadow palettes. However, you know I'm going to have to say something bad, right? These shades do tend to these shimmers like Trust Issues, Sponsored, Dollars, Zam. They travel. I can put them on my lid and they travel up. Trust Issues, it looks white, right? That's why you'd be having some trust issues with it. It's gold. Jackie's man, Dennis, designed her logo. Look at that. I mean, this is just, it screams Jackie. So let me know if you want to see a get ready with me using it and I'll figure out what we can do with that. In the meantime, then is this new primer from ABH. Let me tell you, honey, you just need a little bit of this. I mean, there you go. That's it. This is all you need. You see that? For both eyes. It don't take much. And what I really, really like about this eye primer is, you know how like I talk to you guys and I tell you that when I put on my eye makeup, I'll put on my eye primer and then I will take something like Wet n Wild Brûlée or some shade and go from the crease up with a eyeshadow. So that when I come in with my transition, it won't get caught and stuck, and because my eyes are old and crepey and I don't want to be dragging it all over the place. And then I will leave it tacky and sticky on the eyelid to grab those shadows and make them pop. With this, I don't need to do that. I can put it on my eyelid and just go, because it will let me blend the eyeshadows in like I want without dragging my eyelid all over the place. And it also holds on to it like it should on your lid. Yeah, so, baby, Sydney Grace. I got 2 of her new shadows because I can't afford everything. There is a coupon code below for Sydney Grace. It'll save you 15%. Glitzy Fritzy code will. So yeah, you might want to think about this, because remember the green in the, I think it was my lipstick video that I did, and people were saying they loved this green. This is it. This is called Chameleonaire. And I forget what she calls this kind of a formula, but it's more expensive than her others because, I mean, she only puts the best stuff in there. But look at that. What a beautiful green, right? But I'm not probably going to be able to get this to do this in here. But when you step outside, it turns blue. It probably, there you go. Green, blue. Anyway, I had this on and I went outside to the porch to talk to Shy Guy, and I was talking to him and I said, "Do you like my eyeshadow?" And he goes, "Yeah." And I was just kind of turning my head around because he likes it when I wear green eyeshadow. And I was kind of turning my head around. He goes, it was green, now it's blue. And then there's this new pigment, and it's called Comforting Lights, and I dearly, dearly love it. I'm not in love with the new packaging, though, because it's harder to get this stuff out. And some people she may have done that for that reason. Some people may have said, I don't like it when the pigments go flying all over the place. But if you're careful. Anyway, this is Comforting Lights. And yeah, it's not showing up really good on my hand, but boy, it shows up on your eyes. It's just so pretty. Love, love, love me some Sydney Grace, and I know you do too. So show her some love, and no, I don't get anything if you buy it. Some people are under the impression that I get paid for things I don't. Like, I've had people say that they think I'm rich because of that jewelry store. I don't make nothing on that. In fact, I might let it go. Or the Trophy Skin website, trophyskin.com. I'm like up on the top of it. I'm there like the face of Trophy Skin. They think I get money for that. I don't get money for that. I don't get no money if you buy no Sydney Grace or no Juno or nothing like that either. And I sure don't get no money for talking about Maybelline. So this is a new lipstick that I love from Maybelline. Well, it may not be new, but it's new to me, and it's called Hot Lava. It's like a metallic, orangey kind of reddish. I can't describe this color, but look how gorgeous it is. And that's pretty much why I like it, is because I don't have anything else this color. This is 962 Metallic Hot Lava. They're hula hoops for your arms. No, they're not. These are headbands. If your problem with bandanas is you don't want to fold them, these come that way. Now, they are a stretchy, which is kind of good, because a bandana that you wear on your head, you would size it according to your head. So that's why this makes a lot of sense, is, you know, it's stretchy because you could have a bigger head or a smaller head, and you want to make sure, but it's got that knot thing going on in the front of them. And they come in a pack with dark blue, light blue, and they all look like bandana, which I love. White and black, red, traditional bandana red, a burgundy, and this one is black. I have been enjoying pulling, because my hair will get like it kind of is now. I've been out in the rain and my hair's kind of all ew. So you just take this and pull it up, secure it with a couple of bobby pins, and you're ready to go. You didn't have to fold it or nothing. It was just ready for you. You guys know how much I love my bandanas. Last thing, new Tazo flavors. Okay, so I stole these from the Ford dealership. I really did. The first ones. Then I bought them. It said, help yourself. I had to take my car to Ford because of the airbag situation, which I wish I had saved this paper for you guys. I guess they figured because so many people had already done the recall on the driver's side, that when the passenger side notice came in, that they were doing like me and going, I already did that, and throwing it in the trash, right? So they sent this mailer out, and it was like the picture of the dash, and you could tell the driver's side from the passenger side, and it had an X through the driver's side and a go through the passenger, so that if you just glanced at it, you knew, oh, they're talking about the passenger side now. Yeah, that's what it's come to. We don't even look and read the mail anymore. We just throw it away. While I was there in the waiting room, I saw they had these teas, right? And I thought, well, I've only ever done this one, the passion tea. I mean, I like the calm one. I told you guys about that one before. And incidentally, the first Sipsby box is on its way, so I'll be talking to you about some other kinds of teas later. But anyway, the tea that I knew Tazo for was passion. I think the idea was for me to drink it there, but I took the bags with me because I wanted to try them. And what I took was chai tea, sweet wild orange, and fresh mint. And I loved them all, so I bought them all. So now I have these 4 boxes of Tazo tea. You see why my husband's like, will you do something with these teas? All these tea boxes He's like, what is it with you and tea? I don't know. The mint one, I like it. You know, it's kind of refreshing. This one, I like to put a little bit of cream with this and a little tiny bit of sugar. Sugar and cream makes this like, oh, I'm at Starbucks. So I really like that. But these two are really good on their own. But try mixing them together. It can't hurt. They're both caffeine free, so it's not like you're going to get too much caffeine, right? Put these together in your cup and you got a party in your cup that becomes a party in your mouth. I'm just saying, these two together are really good. I hope you guys know that you're the best part of the Fritzy family. And if you're not having a blessed day, please go out and be a blessing to somebody else. And until next time, love you, see ya, bye, and I'm out.
The next thing is the Pacifica Foundation. Oh, no, I could not get that stuff off fast enough today. Now this one here, you're going, Mary, you've talked to us about that till we're like blue in the face. No, you wouldn't be blue in the face, it'd be me, right? Because I exhausted all my wind. That would never happen. And, you know, you have to get the ones I say. Nobody else's opinion matters, just mine, so I know you want to know that. Including my favorite YSL powder that's been disconnected. My powder became disconnected. And this is the mystery Nancy Drew. Oh, I have a big eye. All right, it says on the front here that it's an anti-pollution. Anti-pollution. It's an anti-pollution. 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 Give me an A. A. Give me a B. B. Give me an H. H. What's that spell? Nothing. Jackie, 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 Jack, Jack, Jackie, no, Jackie. That's not what she does. She goes, Jackie, 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 Jackie. Make it green, make it blue, make it green, make it blue. Remember in Sleeping Beauty, those little fairies? Make it pink, make it blue, make it pink, make it blue. They're hula hoops for, whoa, no, hang on. It's like a party of zing in your mouth. I love them. Did I just spit all over you? I'm sorry.